Hi guys. So, we know for a fact that the animatronics and Five Nights At Freddys are scary, right? But here's the thing. Not all of them are counted in that category. So today we're going to count animatronics from least scary to most scary. Before we begin, we have to set some rules. Rule number 1. We're only counting the ones with the original lineups of animatronics. So, no mixed games. Rule number 2. No books either. Sorry, Mr. Wolf. Yeah. We're totally not going to count Mr. Wolf because he's from the books. And of course, third rule, not in the fan-made games. Ooh, number 4, they had to, of course, had to have a jump scare or never really had threatened the player at all. With that being said, let's begin. So in the least scariest, we have Helpy from Pizzeria Simulator. Helpy is small, but not so thing that he's scary. Think about it, he looks so cute and he's adorable. And also the Belf Healthy memes, yeah, this guy's adorable. It's not really scary if you really think about it. Next character that lacks another scariness is, of course, El Chip. Another Pizzeria Similar one, El Chip. This uses his ads. Yep, this is ads. Next, we have, of course, the mediocre Melodies starring with Ned Bear. I mean, I may not like his design, but really think about it, he really does lack the scare factor. Next one is Funtime Chica. A little distracting, but scary? I don't think so. For the last of the scariness, up next, we have Montgomery Gator, our first security breach character on this list. Montgomery character looks more cool than scary, if you really think about it. Montgomery Gator, if you really think about it, it doesn't have a fear factor for us. Next, we have Pick Patch, another of the mediocre Melodies. Pick Patch, you really think about it, it's not as scary as the others. Next, we have the Toy Animatronics, starting with Toy Freddy. Toy Freddy is a cute looking animatronic. He's really not that scary if you really think about it. From top to bottom, we have the Rockstars, starting with Rockstar Foxy. He actually is, of course, also not as scary as the others. But his voice seems more to be loud and annoying, rather than scary. He talks like this. Moving on. Next, we have the other mediocre Melodies, Happy Frog. Oh yes, Happy Frog. Well, Happy Frog, by the name, actually looks happy. And then we move on to another Rockstar Bonnie. Well, Rockstar Freddy. Yes, Mr. Police Deposit 5 coins himself. not really considered a scary animatronic, but he's close enough. Then we have another, of course, another mediocre Melody, Mr. Hippo. All he does is ramble on. No, it's all he does. Moving on, we have the final Rockstar Chica. Rockstar Chica may not be as scary, but can you really blame her? I mean, she's scared of the look for something. Also, she sounds like she's old. Out of our final group of mediocre melodies, we have Orville Elephant. A magic trick sort of guy, but being considered later on the list. He's not as scary, but at least he's kinda cool. Next, we have Trash in the Gang. These guys consist of Bucket Bomb, Mr. Can Do, Mr. Hugs, Pan Stan, and Number 1 Crane. These guys may have been scary, but they do give you the sense of vibe of the loud, glitchy noise. And then we move on to Toy Chica. The only scary thing about her is her being missing. Next, we have another toy animatronic, Balloon Boy. Yes, it sort of looks a little uncanny, but not scary. Balloon Boy may be as cute as they say. But then we have one that's beyond cute, which is Music Man. Music Man is kind of a little scary, isn't he? With the arachnid-like movements and, of course, the weird-looking smile. And then we have the closest one, the puppet. This, of course, this marionette has been around creepiness, but you can't blame him. Next we have the Springlock character, starting with Spring Bonnie. He's only scary when he's activated as another animatronic. But, of course, do not forget, we also have the cute and scary animatronic starting with Circus Baby. Circus Baby, the Scooper Trooper baby, says all about their scariness. Next we have, drumroll please, the also cute scary animatronic, Plush Trap. While it may not be as scary as the others, Plush Trap is no joke when it comes to creepiness. Next we're going back to the first game with Endo 01, but might be the mysterious character of all time. The creepy factor may not have taken away, but that doesn't stand against the so terrifying Fredbear, another Springlock animatronic. This, our first Freddy on the list, may be not creepy as the others. Next we have the cool but always sentient Grimrock Freddy. This guy actually has potential, not only being the scariest animatronic of all time, but he also might be compared to the Endo 02. Now the Endo 02 may be that scary, but considering all the others, might be a little more scarier. Next we have the iconic Shadow Bonnie. The mysterious Shadow Bonnie appears at the office but disappears. The creepy unlettingness could make him higher on the list. much better than Shadow Bonnie and Shadow Freddy. This also mysterious character also is not as creepy, but as creepy as the others. Next is our next security breach character, and that's Moon Animatronic. Oh yes, the Moon Animatronic, more creepy than the others. Our final security breach character is Grandma Chica. Well, not really, but she is part of the security breach band. Next we have the mysterious Golden Freddy. This mysterious thing, of course, stays in your office. He can also crash your game. For more terrifying, you have the more experienced Mangle. Mangle is the most turned up of all animatronics. But she might be close to the creepiest one, Lolbit. Lolbit is from system location. It's actually a distraction used by security guards. Next, you might find the more creepiest factor of Yendo. Yes, another endoskeleton. Yendo is a terrifying result of what happens if you take a funtime animatronic but without the suit. Next up is Bonnet. Yes, a head puppet. Pink version of Bonnie can only describe as one thing. No funtime Freddy to hold its hand. Next we have, of course, might be terrifying one of all, Bonnie. That's right, good old regular Bonnie. You might be asking, but why though? Well, because the lack of eyebrows, duh. Bonnie is of course the animatronic that has something in common with the classic characters. Next character up, Funtime Freddy, the Bon Go Get 'em type of character. This character is, of course, more terrifying than the others, but that doesn't compare to the next character below. Reason why? Because this character can actually move like a spider. Really think about it. Next up is the distracting Phantom Freddy. This version of Freddy moves around and is one of those animatronics that actually been seen move. Why not have spider-like characters when you can have the mini arenas? These guys are, of course, like tiny versions of the puppet, although they are below as minions. Speaking of the puppet, you can't run away from, you guessed it, Phantom Puppet. This distracting little guy is a more terrifying version of Puppet, if he already wasn't enough. Next up is Baby Bab and Electro Bab. Baby Bab can open up a door, which makes it more terrifying. They're supposed to look like humanoid babies. Anyways, Baby Bab and Electro Bab. You can't go wrong with them. Next up, Phantom Mangle. Yes, the Phantom version of our broken up animatronic. Phantom Mangle is a distraction used by a security guard in Fnaf 3. Well, why not go Nightmare Fuel with, of course, Nightmare. Yes, this also counts as more terrifying. Nightmare is the nightmare version of the Freddy. And of course, we can't have another nightmare without, you guessed it, Jacko Chica. The flaming version of Chica, of course. Next up on our list is Withered Chica. This more broken up version of Chica is more terrifying than the others. It has 3 rows of teeth. Yes, wow, Chica has 3 rows of teeth. Yes, that's right, Nightmare Chica. This more terrifying monster machine is terrifying anyone at all. Next up, Phantom Balloon Boy. Yes, the Phantom version of the Balloon Boy. And of course, finally on our list, we have the most terrifying of all. These ones would definitely give you terrified. Next on the list is Nightmare Fredbear. Well, it may not be as, of course, not as interesting as regular one. This Nightmare Fredbear is definitely more terrifying. With the terrifying look of a monster. Next up, Phantom Chica. A Phantom version of already terrifying thing. Oh, speaking of Five Nights at Freddys though, next up, Springtrap. The spring-lock suit of course, you guessed it, William Afton. Reason why, it's not really just a suit. It's really more than just that. And of course, next final of our list, Ennard. This thing is a hybrid spaghetti clown. Of course, finally, most terrifying of all, our number one, of course, would be more terrifying than Springtrap. Well, Scraptrap, of course. This is our final, at least the scariest animatronic ever. And of course, this would be more obvious how terrifying it is. Well, that was our list of animatronics, the least terrifying to most terrifying, or at least the most scary. I'm Matt the Comma Guy, and goodbye for now.